Hello guys, my name is Lau, welcome to my channel, and I am a professional photographer and videographer based in Barcelona, Spain. My favorite camera is the Sony a6400 which is recording right now because it's small, it can do everything I asked for, so this is basically my favorite camera. And today, as a long-term Sony user, I would like to talk about a little bit different option for my collection, the Fuji X-T20. The first thing that really caught my eye about the Fuji camera is their famous Fuji Film simulations. We all know that Fuji, they produces really nice films, and they studied their color and made a small simulations for their newer mirrorless cameras such as Fuji X-T lineups or X Pro lineups. Of course, it includes our X-T20. In this camera, there are newer simulations are missing like Eternal, but it has really good colors as well. Also, I really like the across. It's just super beautiful black and white. Not just that, they have a really nice app called Fuji X Weekly, which is all the Fuji users can share their color. They call it recipe. In this app, you can study and download, use it as your color. So this is another great way to make your photo, make your colors looks unique. Okay, now let's talk about the design of this camera. As you guys can see, this camera is really small and has really tough build. Okay, this is how it came with the kit lens 15 to 45. It's small as well, has lens image stabilization, and also these are the mode dial, and this is the shutter speed dial. This is something new for Sony user. And the back side, we can see this is a 1 million dot touch and tilt screen. The touch screen is kinda interesting. It responds really well and you can use it to focus or focus and shoot together. And also we have some D-pad, the buttons. You guys can customize the button for whatever use you want. I already made this as ISO. Yeah, this camera has a really secret flash right here. Oh. What? Pop-up flash. I really like to play with this. You guys can see. And now let's try it out. Let's see. Take a selfie. This camera produces really nice raw, beautiful colors, really great dynamic range, and the autofocus ability is on point. Well, it's not that good as Sony, but it's quite good. Video side, this is a little bit subpar right now. For 1080p is just really regular, especially in low light situation. It's not good at all. This camera shoots 4K. This is something surprisingly good little feature. That's why I recommend you this camera, because, well, you can shoot 4K. It has crazy, oh, this is crazy, 14 frames per second, high speed, continuous shooting. Listen to this.
Ahora mismo estoy en una cafetería y vamos a probar su micrófono interno de esta cámara, y también mientras eso os voy a decir algunas cosas que estoy grabando con el Provia, y vamos a mirar cómo es su habilidad de 180p, porque realmente esta cámara sí que tiene un vídeo que es bastante mediocre. Acabo de poner un micrófono, ahora suena mejor, ¿no? Pues lamentablemente esta cámara no lleva ni lock ni estabilización. Para los videógrafos es un poquito difícil. Entonces, pero ¿sabes qué? Esta cámara cuesta 400 euros y salió en 2017. Para mí es aceptable y podemos ir haciendo más fotos. Ahora mismo el concierto va a empezar, entonces vamos a grabar algunos vídeos y a ver qué tal de verdad la habilidad de esta cámara.
started out with nothing. Your pride, you're a silly man. And your friends and your company stop you in the back and say, please, please. But I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling that something ain't right.
The audio came out of this little camera is quite bad. When I connect this camera to an external microphone, it sounds even worse. Something else about the audio. This microphone jack is actually the small mini microphone jack. This is actually kind of messing me up with this little mini jack. It doesn't look like that bigger problem for a lot of people, but image quality, if you shot a bad video, bad photo, you can see right away, but audio you can't, except these little two lines coming out of the screen. Some other stuff. This camera, a little bit darker condition, the skin, they just start looking a little bit mushy. The lens that I was using is the 7 Artisan 35mm f1.2. This lens actually let in quite a lot of light, so it means this camera's low light ability is a little bit shaky, especially on video. It's just not that good. Some other small problems that might bug you, but for me it's not a big deal. Since this camera is designed like this retro look, so the grip is kinda small. For me, this is not a problem at all. Other thing is, if you put a little bit heavy lens like the 7 Artisan that I own, like this small lens actually can cause your front heavy like that. And the other thing, this camera has a really weird placement of the caoutchouc of tripod, as you guys can see here, because this is actually where the battery and the SD card goes. So if I need to change my battery or SD card, I have to take out this caoutchouc first and open the door and take out my SD card or battery. This is something that really annoys a lot of people, especially if you want to shoot video with this camera. This placement sucks. This grip, it's small. I got this little grip, metal grip. It's quite heavy. It's fixed all my problems. You guys can see here, this curve. Actually, I can comfortably hold this camera, and also it adds weight on this camera, so it's not that unbalanced anymore. And other nice thing is they moved the caoutchouc from here to here, which means if I want to change my battery, it's just better now. So who is this camera for? I'm gonna say it's for a lot of beginner photographers and travelers. If you're a beginner photographer, it's just you can experience with different lenses and see the dials, the numbers. They are so direct and so visual, you can learn it super fast. And if you're a traveler, well, it has really nice image quality, and also you can shoot like occasionally like some videos on it. I think it's a really good deal. For myself, I'm gonna use this camera more on street photography and portrait sessions because it's just so cool, the color, the style, the everything. I just like to use this camera for fun. So yeah, this is my new camera in my kit, and welcome to my channel. My name is Lao, and don't forget to hit like button on this video, on my every video, and thank you. And we'll see you next week.